not lost, you're in a season. Now, most people don't know how to name the season they're in, but once you do, everything gets lighter. There are moments in life when you don't feel broken and you don't feel stuck. You just feel off. Not quite yourself, not quite grounded, not quite sure what's happening inside you. And when that happens, most people assume something's wrong with them. But the truth is much simpler and much kinder. You're not lost, you're in a season. Now, life moves in emotional seasons just as surely as the world moves through winter, spring, summer, and fall. And just like the weather, these seasons don't ask for your permission. They arrive quietly, they settle in, and they shape the way you feel, the way you think, and the way you move through your days. But here's the part no one tells you. Most of the heaviness you feel doesn't come from the season itself. It comes from not knowing which season you're in. When you don't know your season, you misinterpret everything. You think you're failing when you're actually resting. You think you're behind when you're actually rebuilding. You think you're losing motivation when you're actually healing. You think you're withdrawing when you're actually narrowing your focus so you can grow again. And naming your season doesn't magically fix your life, but it does something just as important. It gives your nervous system permission to stop fighting itself. Every emotional season begins with a drift, that subtle sense that something inside you is shifting. You don't always notice it at first. Maybe you're more tired than usual. Maybe you're quieter. Maybe you're thinking more deeply than you normally do. Maybe you're craving simplicity or clarity or space. The drift is gentle, but it's real. It's your inner world adjusting to something your outer world hasn't named yet. And if you're like most people, your first instinct is to push through it, to pretend nothing's changing, to keep moving at the same pace, with the same expectations, even though your internal season has already shifted. That's when life starts to feel heavy. Not because you're weak, but because you're out of rhythm with yourself. There are emotional seasons we all move through. The season of expansion, when you feel open, curious, and energized, ready for new things. The season of narrowing, when life pulls you inward so you can heal or rebuild. The season of stillness, when your body and mind ask for rest, even if you don't want it. And there's a season of reorientation, when you're not who you were, but you're not yet who you're becoming. And the season of return, when clarity comes back, slowly and quietly. These seasons aren't good or bad, they're simply necessary. In a moment you recognize which one you're in, something inside you relaxes. You stop fighting the season and start cooperating with it. You stop judging yourself and start understanding yourself. You stop asking, what's wrong with me? And start asking, what is the season trying to teach me? That shift, that tiny internal pivot, is where emotional wisdom begins. So let me ask you gently, what season are you in right now? Are you expanding? Are you narrowing? Are you resting? Are you rebuilding? Are you returning? You don't have to get it perfect. You just have to get it honest. Because naming your season is not about labeling your life. It's about aligning with it. When you name your season, you give yourself permission to move at the pace your soul is asking for. You give yourself permission to stop forcing energy you don't have. You give yourself permission to rest without guilt, to rebuild without shame, to grow without fear. Naming your season is an act of emotional stewardship. It's how you take responsibility for your inner world without blaming yourself for being human. And here's the truth I want you to carry with you. You're not behind. You're not failing. You're not lost. You're simply in a season. And seasons don't last forever. They move, they shift, they evolve, and so do you. Your job is not to control the season. Your job is to recognize it, honor it, and move with it instead of against it. Because when you do, life stops feeling like a battle and starts feeling like a rhythm you can trust, a rhythm you can live inside of, a rhythm that brings you back to yourself. You're not lost, you're in a season, and you're exactly where you're supposed to be. Now you take care and stay connected.